With us now are the founders of Mobility Salon, and we have been laughing and having fun. And I hope that you are going to enjoy this segment, and I know that you will. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Pretty good, thank you.
Good. So your friendship is really the foundation for your business.
Correct.
Okay, so how did that start?
Well, I had a salon in the penthouse of the 572 Fifth Avenue building in New York City in the 90s. And Sherry was a good client of ours. And we formed a friendship. But years later, we came together with this business idea, her being the technology end of the business and me taking care of the front end operations. And we came up with the idea of mobilitysalon.com, where we could bring the beauty salon and spa to your home. And then as we did progress, a whole new division opened up, which was the division for seniors.
And the disabled.
Right.
And the disabled, yes. And it's really exploded on Long Island, you know. But we do have some challenges with that.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of low-income seniors that really can't afford our services and are very much in need of those services. So we really want to get the word out to the family members of these seniors. You know, instead of buying another pair of slippers or another robe, perhaps you can give them a gift of beauty.
I bet they love that.
Of a haircut, a manicure, a pedicure. And it gives them so much self-esteem and dignity.
And it's so easy because you can call and say, I'd like to put a certain amount of money into this person's account.
Okay.
We'll open their account. We'll take their card and you can put whatever money you want and you can load up the elderly person's account and you can give them a year or, you know, however much you want, and you can put the word out to their friends, other relatives, and take care of them, because we get you wouldn't believe how many calls we get from adult children of seniors who are all low income, and they just, you know, they want to pay $25 and that's just not going to happen.
Right, but when you pull it together, something wonderful can happen.
Right.
Yes.
It reminds me of a meal plan when you take your child to go away to college and you're like, all right, well, they like hard-boiled eggs, but every once in a while they want to have a nicer meal, right? And you put that package together for them. It's
analogy.
the same, but it's like now for the seniors and for the people that are not able to go to you.
Right.
Correct.
I love this so much. What experiences, now you have a huge squad too, right? It's not just the two of you. You have other
neither
partners.
of us provide services.
I was going to say, you have a whole squad out there that's doing this.
Correct.
Yeah, we have
20 to 24 people.
about 2 dozen, and they service all of Nassau, Suffolk, and parts of Queens. You know, they're at the top of their game. They're the best of the best out there, and especially dealing with the seniors. You know, you have to know a lot more than just knowing how to cut hair or do nails.
Okay.
We also have another division, though, you know, for regular folks. We have clients who have their own spas in their home that we, you know, send our squad members to, and everything in between.
It's full service.
Yeah.
What has the response been, especially now? Because now, I mean, you guys must be completely like almost book solid.
It really picked up from the COVID thing, obviously.
Right.
We shut down for 3 months. And then when we reopened, it was like, wow.
Yeah.
Because everybody's Googling services at home now.
Correct.
Where when we started, everybody was nervous about having strangers come to their house.
Right, now they're welcoming it.
That is not the biggest threat. So the mobile has definitely picked up. And then we have a salon in a private gated community.
Okay.
A 55 plus.
Nice.
And so that's kind of our home base. And it's, you know, when we were starting out, it was income that we could count on, where the mobile was kind of like hit or miss.
Right.
But now everything is popping and things are good.
So you've always had, you know, entrepreneurial spirit. You know, where did that come from for each of you to become to grow up and to become an entrepreneur?
I don't know. When I was a kid, my parents asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Right.
And I said, I don't know what I want to be, but I want to do as many different things as I can.
Okay.
And you can't do that just getting a job.
Right.
I was introduced to computers at a very, very young age. My dad was a lawyer. He had a client. He said, you got to come check this out. We went there, and it was a room, half the size was the computer. But I was kind of taken by the whole thing. And then as time went on, I was introduced to a Mac and then a thing very early on. So I kind of was slotted in there, and I figured I might as well start some businesses.
Right.
So I'm also not great at having a boss.
Okay. I'm not great at having a boss either.
Yeah.
although it's funny because my whole crew, they kind of boss me. They're like, okay, sit down, do this, do that, look here, look there. I'm like, okay, guys, I got it. But same thing. I'm not really a cubicle girl, right? I'm more of an effervescent, I say lightning in a bottle, and then the bottle opens up and there's Donna Drake, right?
Right.
So I like doing a lot of different things too. And lately, I've been doing a lot of celebrations of entrepreneurs. We have been doing great segments. I feel that during this time, the small business owners and the entrepreneurs are the people that can pivot the best.
It's true.
Because we've been pivoting and shifting things our whole lives, right? We're like, oh, this happened? Okay, well, now let's go to this, You have to have like plan A through G.
Right.
That's true.
Right?
That's right. That's what happened with us when we started with the mobile, and it's like, wow, this isn't really taking off like we expected. We need to have some kind of a brick and mortar establishment, but we didn't want a brick and mortar salon.
Correct.
We didn't want to get stuck with with all the marketing and things. So when we nailed this 55 plus community where it's, all the clients live there. It's perfect.
It's a good
so
dynamic
we lucked
community.
out with that. And it's a beautiful place, and the people are great.
They're wonderful,
And
yeah.
Leah is fantastic in making herself a part of any family that she meets. She's like the customer service queen.
During the holidays, the cookies, plethora of nut breads, you're getting it all, right?
We have like such opposite skill sets that they just interlock.
And I could tell when you
perfectly.
first walked in the door, I read people really well. And I said, you know what? They're perfect for each other.
We really are.
Because you need that different experiences coming together. And that's what we have here. And that's why it
Absolutely.
works, right?
The thing we have in common that works the best is we're both OCD.
Okay.
Yes.
Total perfectionists. And we both have the similar sense of humor, which
Good.
gets you through almost anything.
Absolutely.
So, all these years, we still get along great, and it's been really a wonderful experience.
Had you thought about possibly offering a franchise to what it is that you've created?
We have.
Only because the show is like nationwide and we're in 25 countries, and I see the two of you as being people that could really lead a whole entire movement.
It's funny that you bring that up because I have gotten quite a number of phone calls from different states asking if they could purchase a franchise.
Say yes.
Yeah.
Just say yes.
Well,
so
franchises can be dangerous, let's put it.
okay, so maybe not a
So,
franchise, but how about like a coaching?
No, what
right?
we thought about doing, because we can handle different regions on our website. We just do a thing for a different location. But it's not that easy. You need to have somebody
Right.
in who you can trust, who knows their area, who knows people to bring in as squad members, and it's
Right.
not that easy. It takes a long time to get started. So we have thought about, we thought about Florida, we thought about Las Vegas, we thought about different places opening up, but we always wind up being just too nervous that the person we get
Right.
is just not going to
Live up to the task.
and expectations, and it's going to ruin our reputation if they're not any good. So
You know what?
there's all that.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a woman-owned business myself, I'm thinking the way around that is that you get someone else, a third party, to vet them, right? To vet them. I'm just saying, don't
course.
close the door. Open the door. It's a possibility.
Oh, yeah,
Doesn't have to
we
happen.
still have the door open for
but
that.
I do
Yeah.
feel like there's probably other people just like you that are going through this time, and I think it would be a great experience for everybody. Plus, for the people that are at home that can't get out, just being in service to help them.
Right.
Either that, or we just have Leah move to another state and start it there.
There you
Like,
Well, it's
an
the other
idea,
problem
too.
with the franchise is that you need to have somebody, if they're going to do their own website and their own
Right.
technology, it costs a fortune unless you have somebody
Yeah.
in-house who can do all of it. I'm changing the website constantly. If we had to pay somebody every time to do that, I don't know how well we'd be doing.
right.
Yeah, it's
You know?
very costly that way.
Yeah.
But with this, with the COVID, that we've become so busy. We're always looking for new talent too.
Okay.
You know?
So people that could do services but do them through you.
Yes,
Great.
and it's
All
a
right, we'll put
part-time
out a call.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
they make their own hours, their own times. They could change it weekly, monthly. It doesn't matter for us.
Great.
The concept is that they do it to make extra money when they are not working at wherever they're normally
Right.
working. Like they're not our employees. Everybody's an independent contractor, and they do their own thing. And we put out the booking, and they can either accept it or decline it. So there's,
Right.
they're not kind of hooked into anything.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
It's great for them. They're the squad
Makes
members
everybody
really
happy all
appreciate
around.
it. Everybody's making
Yeah.
money. They're making extra money, and they have a kind of different experience.
And the best part is the phone calls, the follow-up calls that we get from the seniors especially. They are just so happy. They're so thrilled for the service, and that's what makes it all worthwhile.
Right.
Wishing you continued success.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
There you go. Entrepreneurship right here. We've been living it up. Stay tuned for more. Nice job.
Was it
Really
okay?
nice job.